I can now forgive. I've moved past that. I can forgive my family's involvement, my father's, my brother, and my stepmother. I can forgive the press to a large extent as well for so many things that have happened.
The world once again turns its attention to Prince Harry, but this time, not for scandal, drama, or explosive revelations. In an emotional and surprisingly vulnerable interview with the BBC, Harry did something few expected. He extended an olive branch. He said what many in the royal watching world have waited years to hear, that he wants peace with his family. He wants reconciliation. In a world where royal headlines have become almost synonymous with scandal, silence, and sharp divides, this one felt different. There were no fireworks, no bombshells, just one man sitting down with the BBC, speaking with measured calm, Prince Harry. But behind his quiet tone was something profound. A plea, a yearning, a carefully spoken desire to heal. Harry, now years removed from royal life and living in California, made it clear. He wants reconciliation with his family. Not for the cameras, not for image management, but for something far more human. I would love reconciliation with my family, he said. There's no point in continuing to fight anymore. Life is precious. His voice didn't shake, but the message carried weight. This wasn't a press stunt. This was a man trying to come home. It's been a long and painful journey to this moment. From the shocking departure known as Megxit to the explosive Oprah Winfrey interview, Harry and Meghan have often been seen as royal rebels, outsiders who took their grievances public in a way the firm never had before. Accusations of racism, neglect, and abandonment painted Buckingham Palace in a cold light, and made Harry and Meghan symbols of both resistance and controversy. But now, after years of silence and bitterness, Harry appears to be extending his hand. Not with demands, not with bitterness, but with something we rarely see in royal disputes: vulnerability. In this interview, he didn't talk about tabloid injustice or institutional racism. Instead, he focused on his father, on time, on how life can slip away. My father won't speak to me because of this security stuff, Harry admitted. It was a staggering claim, especially in light of King Charles's recent health scares. Harry didn't reveal any specifics, but his message was clear. If we keep waiting, we may run out of time. I don't know how much longer my father has, he said. And in that moment, royal titles and court judgments faded into the background. We were watching a son, thousands of miles from home, wondering if his chance to make things right might vanish before he ever gets the chance. But for Harry, reconciliation isn't just about family dinners and holiday reunions. It's about something concrete, tangible, protection. For the past 5 years, he's been locked in a legal battle over his right to receive UK police security when visiting home. After stepping down as a working royal, that protection was removed. Harry sued, lost the case, and now says he can't bring his wife and children back to Britain safely. He's adamant. Without proper security, there's no return. I can't put my family at risk, he said, referring to the threats he still receives and the hatred that floods online spaces. And while some might see this as paranoia or entitlement, Harry frames it as reality. There are real threats, he says, and there have been credible plots. For him, the safety issue isn't symbolic. It's deeply personal. It's life or death. And here's where it gets more complicated. Harry isn't just angry about losing the case. He believes the decision was influenced by people within the royal institution, powerful figures who used their influence to block his request, to punish him for leaving. In his words, the system is being used to control people by way of security. It's a bold accusation, and one that suggests reconciliation may be harder than simply saying sorry. Still, despite the hurt, Harry said something that might surprise even his harshest critics. He's forgiven them. His father, his brother, the royal aides who once leaked stories, the establishment that, in his view, left him and Meghan defenseless. He hasn't forgotten, but he's let go. Or at least he's trying to. There was no venom in his voice, no fire in his eyes, just a sense of exhaustion and hope. I don't hold grudges anymore, he said. I just want peace. And maybe that's what makes this interview so striking. Not just the content, but the tone. Harry wasn't demanding anything. He wasn't throwing anyone under the bus. He wasn't promoting a book or a docuseries. He was simply speaking. Honestly. Quietly. And yet, the words were loud enough to echo through palaces and press rooms around the world. Still, the silence from the royal family remains deafening. No public statement from Buckingham Palace. No signs of private talks. Nothing from Prince William, whose relationship with Harry remains visibly fractured. Sources say they haven't spoken in months, possibly years. And while some speculate that King Charles, in his private moments, misses his son deeply, others say the wound runs too deep. Too much has been said. Too much damage done. But Harry's message was clear. He's ready. The door is open. The question now isn't whether Harry wants to come home. It's whether anyone will answer the door. And the clock is ticking. Time, Harry reminded us, is not infinite. His father is aging. His children are growing up away from their British roots. And if something doesn't change soon, the chance for healing may vanish completely. So where does this leave us? In a strange and delicate place. A prince in self-imposed exile, longing for reconciliation. A royal institution unwilling or unable to meet him halfway. A family torn apart by duty, pride, and years of public conflict. And a nation divided between sympathy, skepticism, and fatigue. But beneath all that is something very human. A father who wants to protect his children. A son who wants to speak to his dad. A brother who misses what once was. Strip away the crowns and castles, and you're left with the universal story of family, of distance, of damage, and of the hope that somehow the bonds of love can still be mended. Only time will tell whether Prince Harry's call will be answered. But for the first time in a long time, he's not shouting. He's whispering, "Come home if you'll have me."